headlights can fade, fog up, and can be underwhelming, whether it's with performance or the look over time. And if this sounds like your situation on your 2007 to 2013 Silverado 1500, this set of Form Lighting LED reflector headlights with the black housing and clear lens will be a solid solution. Now this will be great for the Silverado owner who's looking for a more modern headlight that takes a darker approach to not only improve the look of the front end, but to complement with any other smoked or black details on the truck. These are also going to be fully LED, so if your current set is lacking performance, you can't see on dark back roads, this is going to offer a good bump in lighting performance along with the styled upgrade. So they're going to give you some better confidence while you're driving at night and improve your view of the road in front of you. Now these are going to have a very non-traditional style compared to most, which is going to set them apart, but this top third here of the light is going to consist of 3 reflectors for the high and low beams, this center housing for a C-shaped DRL, and the bottom light here is going to be a switchback amber LED strip. Now all portions combined are going to make the front end of your truck look much cleaner with crisp white LED lighting, and the black housing is going to make them pop that much more and give the headlights a dark look without hindering any lighting performance thanks to the clear lens. Now speaking of performance, these LEDs paired with the mirror style reflectors on top will create a clear beam, and the LEDs will be consistent and have a high output with a wide beam for that improved visibility that I mentioned. Now this will also include accent panels for the front of the light here. As you can see, you're gonna have a gloss black one that's already installed, but because of the construction, you are able to paint these and match them to your build for some additional customization and some additional style. Now these are going to be built using OE grade materials, so you can expect a tough plastic construction formed to the factory spec for a snug fit. The lenses will be made of a polycarbonate, which is durable, resistant to lighter impacts, to hold up to wherever you're taking your truck, and they'll also be UV coated to prevent any yellowing or fogging up on the lens like you would see with older factory style lighting, and you may already have it on your current set. Now these LEDs will also be maintenance free, unlike halogen bulbs that eventually go out over time, thanks to their efficient design, even with being super high output and clear. Now the accent panels here, these are going to consist of a plastic construction as well. They will come in a gloss black, and you also have heavy duty automotive grade 3M tape on the back in order to place these on here. Now like I said, because of this plastic material, it is going to be paintable if you would like to match it to your current color code or any other color scheme that you have on your truck. Now the back of the housings will also have breather vents for proper ventilation and OE style plug and play connectors, so even though you're getting additional lighting, you're not going to have to do any additional wiring. This will come in right around $750. Now I think what stands out most is the unconventional design compared to others in the category, and the full LED build improving the performance of your Silverado's lighting in the front tenfold compared to the halogen ones. Now they also are going to have a solid and long-lasting build, so if you do want to invest in a stylish and well-performing headlight, then these are going to be a great pick. Now install is going to be completely plug and play, and these are going to have a complete bolt-in construction. You're not going to have to do any additional wiring or any modifications in order to get them in your truck. So I'm going to give this a 1 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter, and it should only take you about an hour or so to get the job done. Now at this point we can head over to our shop and check out a detailed breakdown on how you can get these onto your Silverado at home. So that is going to wrap it up for my review. Let's go ahead and get into the install.
Tools required for this install include a ratchet, clip remover tool, 10mm wrench, and 10mm socket. What's up guys? Today we're installing a set of headlights on our Silverado. First we're going to watch a quick uninstall video showing you how to remove your factory headlights. Now this is done on a different color Silverado, but the uninstall procedure is exactly the same. So we'll watch that clip and then we'll meet you right back here for the install.
Alright, so the first step in our install once the hood is popped is to remove this cover on top of the radiator support using a pop clip removal tool. Now you can remove this cover. Now at this point we can remove the grill. We're gonna start with the 4 10mm bolts at the top. Using a 10mm socket, let's get these out. All right, so there should be several metal clips holding in your grill at this point. You can either grab your grill and pull straight out, or if the clips are hanging up, you can use a needle nose pliers to release them. Grab your grill and pull it out. All right, at this point, you can remove the 2 10mm bolts at the top of your headlight. You may want an extension to get to this one, or you can use a wrench if you don't want to use an extension. All right, so there is a third bolt right underneath here in this gap between the headlight and the bumper. Now you may have to loosen this in order to get the headlight out, but the bracket down there is slotted, so as long as that bolt is a little bit loose, you should be able to pull it straight out. So that's the bolt we're talking about back there. Go ahead and press down on this tab at the back here and unplug your harness.
So now with our factory headlights removed, we're ready to install our new ones. Now one quick thing to note before we install this, there's a green and red wire. They both have connectors. You have the red to the red and the green to the green. Now form tells you that if your headlights and high beams aren't functioning properly, you can go ahead and switch these wires and have green running to red and red running to green. Now I plugged these in and tested them, and when I turned the headlights on, the high beams would come on with the headlights and there was no high beam control. So I went ahead and flipped these wires. I currently have green to red and red to green, and that's fixed our issue. So if your headlights aren't working out of the box, swap those 2 wires and you'll be good to go. So now with that being said, we can just take our big connector and plug it into the body harness and slide this into place. So then just tuck your wires back out of the way. Slide that into place. So now we'll just slide this into place, line up our bolt holes, and reinstall our 2 bolts at the top of the headlight. And then just get that all centered up, hold it in place, and take your 10mm socket and tighten down your bolts. Now we can come back to the bolt in the side of our headlight. This is the one that we only loosened up to remove our factory one. So we slid it over, and now we just need to go back in and tighten it down. So I'm gonna take a 10mm wrench and go through the fender liner here, tighten that bolt down. Now ours is missing, so we don't have anything tightened down, but you got lots of room in there. Just get your wrench in, tighten it down, and then you can replace your fender liner. And then repeat the same process for the other side. Next, we can line up the clips on our grill and press it into place. Now we can reinstall those 4 bolts at the top of the grill. And then grab your 10mm socket and tighten those down. Lastly, we can reinstall our radiator cover and all of the push clips. So that'll wrap up this review and install of the Form Lighting LED reflector headlights with black housing and clear lens for your 2007 to 13 Silverado 1500. Thank you for watching, and for all things Silverado, keep it right here at AmericanTrucks.com.